by Russo's rules at this point, but Armstrong has agreed.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall and is for the X Division Championship of the World. About to make his way to the ring, being led by Desire. From the Isle of Samoa, weighing in at 242 pounds, he is the current reigning and defending X Division Champion of the World, Sonny.
Well, we know that his opponent is Kid Cash. Bob Armstrong just told us that, but he's got someone to counter Desire?
He said he's got an equalizer.
And his opponent from Tennessee, he weighs in at 202 pounds, being led to the ring by Trinity Kid Cash.
How about that?
Well, we know the equalizer. It's Trinity.
And Kid Cash immediately hits the ring, but Siaki's ready, and we see Trinity in the ring, Desire as well. They send them both into the ropes.
We got like
There's a dual drop kick
going on right here. I'll tell you what, though. Kid Cash grabs somebody at Trinity.
I think it's a great call by Kid Cash. We've seen what Trinity can do. Some of her incredible moves, Hurricane Ranas and moonsaults. And you talked about it earlier. Having someone out here to watch your back.
That's exactly right. You got to with Russo's group. And if every time Siaki's out here, if Desire's going to somehow interfere and give it, cause him to get the victory, you've got to play the same game, Mike. And Kid Cash was smart. Oh, man! That could have broke his ribs.
Siaki just overpowered Cash and drove him midsection, stomach first, across the steel. Twists his head and neck so that he goes face first into the steel. Yes, X Division title is at stake here. So we were talking earlier about Sonny Siaki defending the X Division title next week. He's got to beat Kid Cash tonight.
That's right. Kid Cash stepping in for Jorge Estrada, who was going to step in for Red, who had a scheduling problem, couldn't make it, but Cash was the smart one. He got Trinity out here to watch his back.
First he sends Siaki into the safety rail, and then he takes the chair and throws it right in his face.
A lot of people are really glad to see this fight because they believe Kid Cash has earned his title shot. He has been one of the greatest wrestlers that we've ever seen in WATNA. He does things that people wouldn't even attempt. And I, for one, am glad to see him get a shot out here. Look at this. Oh.
Top rope leg drop. Follow. 2. No. Went for the guillotine leg drop. Did not put Siaki away. Only a 2 count.
Unbelievable. Oh, man.
Power of Siaki there, using the brute strength against Kid Cash to elevate him overhead and send him directly into the corner turnbuckles.
I'll tell you what, Tradition right now needs Cash. Even though he's never really picked a side, Tradition needs Cash to win this match. Because if Russo should win the tag match, that would change things on who he's going to have in the X Division match, you'd have to think.
Well, no question whether whoever the champion or challenger is, it would have a big impact. Look at Cash, springing to the top, hitting the moonsault, hooking the leg, going for the cover, but just getting a 2 count.
I just realized that. He would not have one of the guys in his corner already, or already with one of the belts. It would make a big difference.
And the importance of those championship belts as Cash goes for the cover and gets a 2 count. And think of the overall picture, the power and control that goes along with having the championship belts. And you know that Vince Russo would like nothing more than to take those belts away from the traditionalists of the NWA.
But let's face it, he's got to go through Jeff Jarrett, the Road Warriors, and Dusty Rhodes, and it's not going to happen.
Right, our 6-man tag team main event is now an 8-man tag, with some awfully high stakes when you factor in those stipulations. Slow to cover is Siaki, and that allows Kid Cash to recover and get the shoulder up at 2.
Tell you something, Cash is going to have to use all the tricks in his book, and he's got a million of them. So close he's been to his title shot. He's got one tonight. You got to take advantage of it when you get him. Look at him.
Double springboard, into the Hurricane Rana, and he snapped it off. Quickly springs off the rope.
Oh, man.
Spikes him with the tornado DDT. Can he cover him?
Here
Can he
it
get the
is.
belt? One. Oh, she's interfered again. Desire just hooked the leg of Kid Cash and pulled him off the pin attempt.
Well, Trinity, it's time for you to get involved in. Cost him right there.
It certainly is the common theme in all of Siaki's matches. She allowed him to win the X Division title, and she's been there to interfere in all of his title defenses, just like tonight.
You know, it used to be all about Sonny Siaki with him. Now it seems to be all about Sonny Siaki and Desire.
Siaki able to duck the clothesline, tries a back elbow of his own. She stopped him again. She tried to trip him up.
There it is.
This interference.
No.
Oh, you can see Trinity try to get in, but just too late.
The match, and still X Division champion, Sonny Siaki.
And here we go, a little post-match cat fight with Trinity and Desire.
And they're ringing the bell trying to stop this. Oh, beautiful move there by Trinity. Oh, just now you're out of it, Mike.
Now, bottom line, Sonny Siaki, again with an assist from Desire, remains the X Division champion. I guess we're not done yet.
Siaki tried to pull her away, which I find funny. Because he wouldn't do it.